Hello lovely people, thanks again for clicking on this video. Thanks a lot for as many of you who have subscribed, who have watched the previous videos. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. So today we're going to be looking at something that really bothers loads of teenagers, and not just teenagers alone, but even adults. We're going to be talking about comparison. Comparison, I hope that's the right pronunciation, but I'm going to be writing it out there. So it simply means comparing two things, comparing characteristics, comparing attitude, comparing bargains, as in trying to look at which is better from the two, trying to make up our minds which to pick and all of that. But then no one loves to be compared, really, in the real essence of it. No one loves to be compared. You yourself try to look at it critically. Should one compare you to another, you wouldn't like it, especially when it has to do with the negative. You would not love to be compared. So normally, scientists will tell us that no two pregnancies are the same. The Bible will tell us also that God created each individual in his own likeness and image. We are different people. He said we are wonderfully and fearfully made. There is no two of me. I am a different breed. I am a different kind. So also is any individual, because no thumbprints, nobody has the same fingerprints as the other. Then also, even when you look at twins, I mean, that's a basis for comparison, right? They came from the same egg. They were born the same day for some. But then you find out that even twins, they are not the same. They may look alike facially. They may look alike height-wise. They dress alike. They do certain things alike. They walk together all the time. But guess what? They are different people, totally different people. They are not alike. They are different when it comes to characteristics. We have twins in our own family also. And then growing up, one likes rice, the other one likes beans. One was quiet, the other one was a chatterbox. At some point they swapped, at some point they swapped back again. So they are different. They are totally different. There is, even for twins where you want to compare, you find out that they are even different. Then how much more an individual who is not a twin, how much more an individual who came solo. I mean, I came by myself. Can you take me the way I am? But we tend to always compare. Don't get me wrong. We compare because we want the better for our child. We compare because we want someone else to do better. But nobody, adults, children, teenagers, nobody loves to be compared. When we compare our children, do you know the simple information that we pass across to them? We're simply telling them they are not good enough. They are not good enough for themselves. They are not good enough for us parents or teachers or caregivers. They are not good enough for the society at large. You are simply not good enough. That's what they keep hearing, because each time you tell them, why don't you try to be like Sheung? Why don't you try to be like Lillian? Why don't you try to be like Fausa? All they are getting is that Fausa is better than I am, Sheung is better than I am, or Lillian is better than I am. But then we are meant to be our teenagers' best hype man. You should be the voice, constant cheering voice that they are hearing per time. You should be the one giving them the thumbs up. You should be the one telling them, you can do this. You should be the one telling them, go for it. You should be the one always pushing them up the ladder and not tearing them down. But most times, it is not our intention to tear them down. But the things we say, our actions towards them, simply tells them that, don't try this near Momsi. Don't even try this near your dad. Don't do it. Don't do it, okay? So all the information that they are getting is that they are not good enough. But that is not what they want to hear from you. It will feel good, or it will make them feel good if they could hear you praise them from time to time. Cheer them up from time to time. There are some things your children do perfectly. Your teenager might be good at something. There should be one thing your teenager is good at. See, trust me, there is nobody that is good for nothing. There is nobody that is just an empty figurehead. There is something. There is definitely something that your teenager is good at. Not even just your teenager, your child. If that child is not yet a teenager, there is something he's good at. Spend time thinking about what that particular thing is and magnify it. Blow it up. Make it look bigger than it really looks. I mean, make it look good. For example, does your when you leave home, you have a teenager at home, and then you have younger children also at home. Then you leave your teenager with the younger ones. And when you come back, the younger ones are not dead. Literally, yes. As in, they are well taken care of, they are well guided. He takes off, your teenager removes sharp objects from where the younger ones are. Your teenager feeds them, ensures that they've eaten, ensures that they look okay, ensures that everything goes fine at home. Then you get home, guess what? The throw pillow is just by the door as you open the door to walk in. There are toys scattered all around. He was able to bathe them. He was able to put them in their pajamas and has tucked them in bed. Then you come home and guess what? There are toys everywhere. Everything is scattered. And the first thing you do is,
who put this thing here? Why can't you people arrange the house? You people should try to keep this place in order from time to time. Every time you scatter everywhere and you leave it for me to arrange.
what happened to, are they asleep already? Wow, did they eat? You did such great job. In fact, the way you handle these children when we are not around, I don't know how you do it, but it just melts my heart each time. Each time we go out and we leave them in your care, we come back and they've eaten, they've had their bath, you've tucked them in. Thank you so much. Thank you. I love the way you do that. Thank you so much. You've done that and then that part is gone. Some minutes later or the next day, you can say it again, applaud him again, and then guess what? You can say, maybe before they go to sleep, could you make them arrange their toys? They would love to actually put their toys away when you make it look like a game. Guess what? He has not only gotten the fact that he takes care of the children well, but you've given him a new job description. You're a good caretaker, you're a good caregiver. Then now you can, to boost your CV better, do you know what you can do? Teach them a new game, putting their toys away. They'll feel good, they feel elated, they will want to do it over and over and over again. So let's hype them. What do they do right? Hype them. Yes, we know sometimes they leave their clothes anywhere, they leave their shoes anywhere, they leave the dishes undone. You need to scream morning, afternoon, night before they could get their chores done. We know all of that. It is typical for anybody. So they will pick these things as they grow, but they will also love it. If you are not constantly magnifying the wrong that they do, don't always blow up the wrong that they do, but from time to time, if you could, cheer them up for the good things they do. Cheer them up for the wonderful things they do. Try doing that. Then, after the cheering, after the hyping, put in a little bit of correction. Put in a little bit of other things that they could learn to do properly. That message will be passed across more than when you are constantly telling them, you are not doing this right. You are not getting this right. So that will help them a lot. Then now to the teenagers. Yes, we wonder what is wrong with you. We wonder sometimes why you need us to talk to you about the same thing every single day. It could be tiring sometimes. Trust me, it makes us feel as if your memory is low. It makes us feel as if you need medical attention. Don't get me wrong. You are okay, you're normal. But do you know what it means when we keep speaking the same thing to you every day? Come on, you need to change. It doesn't hurt to take corrections per time. It doesn't hurt to try to change the things that people complain that you do negatively. The things that people complain about all the time, try to change. It wouldn't hurt if one day you wake up and you decide, today I will do my chores without anybody telling me to do this. So it wouldn't hurt if you decide, today I will do my homework without anybody telling me to do it. Today I'm going to put away my plates, put away my dirty clothing. I'm going to arrange my room. I'm going to put my shoe in the right place. I'm going to fold my clothes up. I'm going to wash my clothes. I'm going to iron my uniform before time. I'm going to arrange things without anybody telling me to do it. Honestly, it's going to go a long way. So be the person that your parents want you to be. A little change per time. Take it one step at a time. Really, it's not going to hurt you. Rather, it's going to be pointing you towards the right direction. So our drill for this week. Nobody, whether you're a parent or not, a teenager or not, as long as you're watching this video, your drill. Do not compare anybody. Even as a teenager, don't compare fellow teenagers. Do not compare anybody. Yes, in our hearts, we long that people will just be like this other person. But when you voice it out, you are condemning the person. So let's try this week. We are not comparing anybody. Parents, don't compare your teenagers. Don't say be like. No. Rather, hype the things that they do and then chip in a little bit of correction. Then teenagers, you're going to try to change one day at a time this week. So this week, no comparison, and then we're going to be changing for the better. Thanks a lot for watching again. So if you love this video, please kindly give it a thumbs up. You can leave comments for me in the comment section below. I mean, that's the only place where we can talk and discuss. So we'll continue this discussion in the comment section. The video is getting too long already. So we're going to be continuing the discussion in the comment section. So thank you very much. Please subscribe if you are not yet subscribed. I mean, it's free, as in totally free. Trust me, you're not paying a dime. So subscribe if you've not subscribed. If you love this video, give it a thumbs up. You can share and get your friends to subscribe also. Thanks a lot. See you in the next one. Bye.